Yeah, the Steel Gardening had quite a nice soundtrack. Quite enjoy it. Last VOD was not up. Hey, wait a second. Oh no. Okay. I didn't see the game. I was worried I didn't open OBS as administrator. Okay, it's fine. Last VOD was unlisted and then it's now relisted because I needed to quickly redact something. Oops. Happens. Yeah, fortunately I ended up ending stream earlier because I heard that. First off, we're done here. Oh, hold on. It's bad. Hold on. No, nope. Click lock. Click. Okay, let me try that again. Okay. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. Okay. I know a means. Okay, let me try again. I think this will work. It didn't work. Anyway, this is what happens when my controller sucks. Alright, let's try again. I'm gonna do it in the music player. Nothing bad can happen if I try connecting in the music player. Okay. And now? No. Well. Dude! It's actually trying to summon characters for me. Alright, well, this is the annoying part of freaking controller. I'm trying to do something different now. Where I'm actually connecting my unfortunately not great Xbox controller. It still works fine, but unfortunately the cord is messed up. Unfortunately, I just also am not used to the I'm not as comfortable with the 360 controller as I am with okay, I think that's it then. Okay, now the only other possible issue is first off, whenever I move the mouse, it'll immediately go to mouse controls. You can see it right here. Mouse controller. Yeah, talked about it in the last stream. I'm just enraged at this change because me specifically am just completely steamrolled by it because of the thing I used to. Come on, the Xbox controller emulator I used. Okay, so I think it's having. I think it's mostly fine. I think it's more obvious in menus. Like if I'm trying to click consistently here, yeah, you can see it double clicking. That's not me having like that emulator I use, but it's. I'm pretty sure. I'm checking. I have a lot of things open apparently. Hoyo. Araya Vanguard. Man, I don't even play League anymore. I should probably just turn that off. Anyway. Yeah. Game sucks. Anyway. Unfortunately, I need the controller plugged in to connect. Or I need the Xbox controller plugged in to connect this controller. Because if I ever move the mouse, it's now mouse controls. See it there. V to go to target mission. And then just swaps between mouse and controller seamlessly. No. Unfortunately, I did end the stream early because I thought, first off, I swore for some reason my OBS said it was only been 5 hours 58 minutes for some reason. I was streaming for like 6.5. I don't know where 30 minutes went on the little OBS timer. So that was weird to me. But yeah, I think EO said you couldn't like. I not mean to teleport here, by the way. EO said you couldn't like uh, edit down videos that are over 6 hours, you can. Holy crap. Actually, wow. That's actually insane. I'm holding the button. Okay, so there is a solution I have. I've unplugged the Xbox controller. However, if I move my mouse, it will swap to mouse and keyboard controls, and I will not be able to move the joystick to reconnect with the controller. So then I'd have to replug in the Xbox controller, but I think it'll be consistent, because as long as I don't reset my Nintendo controller and it doesn't like power off, it'll be fine for the rest, or as long as I'm using it. So I'm able to just plug in the Xbox controller and unplug it. So that's more convenient than the stupid emulator. Yeah, and I'll be less frustrated. I do want to get back to gameplay. I don't like bothering people by being that loud. Or if anyone else wants to be in the living room and watch TV, I don't like being noisy because it's a small place. So if people come home, I'll end stream. That's how I do it. But I do want to get around to doing the story. I will start off with some KO-Leda, because man, that was rage inducing last time. I think it's fine now, as I'll be able to play absolutely normally. I think I will also have less lag, as you can probably tell by the video quality. Yeah, hopefully you watch on mobile, because man, you know, the video looks really nice on OBS, where it's like a quarter of the size of the screen. But yeah, as you can see by this exclamation point, I still have my M3 ready, locked and loaded on Koleda, so I don't have her M3 art yet, because I wanted to compare. Because I did do the disc grinding last time for lighter. It would be much better to get a crit rate disc, and if I just get any crit rate disc, it'd be like 70% crit rate for lighter, which is really good. Well, I mean, that it's it. It'd be really good because this team has so much crit damage. It's 30% from Blazing Laurel, 30% from King of the Summit, and then 10% from Lucy. So like 70% for lighter. Like getting to like, you need 130% crit damage, and you're at 200% with this team. So yeah, the best thing I should do is just maximize that crit rate for consistent damage on his ultimates. But I mean, I just think it's funny that I got 53, 117 with an attack percent here. Pen would be better, but man, this is actually the best disc I ever got on disc 5. I don't know why I got it's close to this one, but this one has just +2 crit damage, or else just +3 and +3 crit rate. So this is 4 substat rolls, but oh well, 2, you add 2 more, so this is just 6 good substats on attack percent, so it couldn't get attack percent. So this is like almost perfect. It just need that AP to hit one of the crits, and it'd be literal perfection. Otherwise, though, this is really good, because I mean, technically AP is a offensive stat, even on a non-AP agent. Just doesn't matter much at all. My closest are like, well, this, but also like these. They're like +4, so like two rolls less. So yeah, it's just insane to me that I got a disc like that. This one's, oh, actually, this one's is unfortunately more perfect. But look at that main stat. All right, but yeah. Anyway, that was lighter. This is my main team. I think Koleda is the best I can build her. I just need better discs though. These chests are just okay. They're pretty good, but they're only, all of them are at most +4 substats, except for this one, which is +3. Wow, this is a perfect disc, and this is a near perfect disc. It just needed attack percent instead. And then this one is still really fine, at least. It's at least +3. It could also be better, but I feel like the ones on the right could be much more better. Anyway, part of me feels like I should go for more crit. Oh wait, actually that is the lot of crit rate. What was that? +2/+2. Yeah, it's +2/+2 on the most important. Wait. Oh, This one is no crit damage at all. But it's the same crit rate, so I don't think it matters too much. But yeah, I assume, I think, yeah, Astra has this skin, Kaboom. Yeah, I'm gonna try one last time. My current highest score is with this team. I think I got a slightly higher score, but it's not like, not by much.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just kept screwing up, and very frustratingly. Is what it is though. So I'll try one more time, and then there's a lot of variants, so I can literally hit the M3 on Koleda and just not do much, or literally just get a worse score just from my gameplay, because I don't know, it's actually really hard to get that. I think that was with this team. I'm pretty sure I also got 28, almost 29,000. Unfortunately, I don't want to reset these teams yet because I'm actually really close to 100k, and even though I've already hit like 100k before, I'd like to hit it again. So I want to maximize these teams a bit, and then I'll just be done messing around. And hopefully I do it though, because I do want to mess around with other teams, because I also would like to show off my GUN build, because I also upgraded her disc, and that one pretty well. I liked it.
Leave it to me.
Okay, well, that was not the direction I wanted to go. I never knew he did the tail swipe. I never noticed it. Alright. Because I have King on the summit and I don't use his chain attacks, lighter chain attacks, you want to make sure to hit the stuns on the boss with the lighter's EX special.
Again.
I'm actually getting pretty bad frames. Okay, I think this is done, so we're already back at it. So the cool thing about this team and the current buff is that, first off, your EXs get buffed by using holy crap, that definitely almost hit. I almost hit the dodge button too early, or swap button. Okay, that was a bit early on that.
Don't get hit.
There it is.
Okay, are you kidding me? I didn't get the EX off, so I don't have it going in here. I probably should swap back in.
My turn.
This looks like a really low score. I'm pretty sure I should have much higher at this point. I'm also hitting this ult right out of stun for some reason. I think I literally... Oh, I missed it. Oh, that was funny. I just hit the wrong direction. Okay, yeah, this is very rough. Yeah, at least this final one has the high score.
My turn.
Yeah. Oh, let's see if I can hit.
Here we go.
Make way for the undefeated champion.
This is something. Yeah, well, not much of something. It's almost 27,000. Yeah, there's a lot of variance in screwing up just rotations. I mean, I could get as low as 24,000 and just get as high as my current high score. Like that time, I didn't even get maximum performance points. I definitely messed up some of the timing, because the opening combo with this team I like to do is to maximize how many parries you can get. And honestly, I think it's very interesting. So for this team, it's 2 weak parries, Lighter and Lucy, and a strong parry in Koleda. And Pompey is a heavy hitter, is I guess the colloquial term I can use. That makes sense. So he takes 2 assist points for his parries unless you have a strong defensive assist like Koleda. So I do think that's interesting. You can try to maximize your swap-ins by not pairing with the other two. However, it is a nice idea to sometimes pair with the other two, especially Lucy, because pairing defensive assists are really good decibels. And so it is nice to get parries with Lucy to try to get an ult every stun. Most of the time you probably can't do that, except for this specific Shiyu buff. Even though it's a double stunner team, even though Koleda isn't building impact or a stunner W engine, her days is still really high. So she's just good to parry into. But you know, Lighter has the new set, so he stuns even faster now than normally, since I normally don't play him with Shockstar, not even the 2-piece. But let's see what's despite how fast this team stuns, the decibel generation, extra decibel generation here is just pretty good. And so you can actually, it feels consistent, get an ultimate every stun despite how fast this team stuns. I'm sorry, repetitive. So yeah, it's very cool. I just liked it a lot, and it honestly feels like a perfect buff for this team specifically. From what I understand, it's not like amazing, because it's the ultimate and EX specials have damage resistance, and from what I understand, that's still additive with normal damage resistance. And so from what I understand, I keep repeating myself again, but from what I understand of the damage formula, the damage resistance works how I think it does, and it's basically another source of damage, but a separate multiplier. Neutral resistance is a 1x multiplier, 100% multiplier. But resistance down, like if the enemy is weak to you, will increase it. So you deal 120% of the damage, like with Pompey here. However, Pompey is also special where he actually has a 40% damage reduction. So you actually deal 60% of your... You actually have a 60% damage resistance multiplier when you fight Pompey as an electric agent. Which means any sources of like resistance down on electric is vastly superior, because it's going from like Grace with her 8%, I think it's 8.5, but let's say 8% resistance. That's actually over a 10% DPS increase on Pompey specifically for electric agents, instead of just being a 8% DPS increase, because you're going from 66 to 68 instead of 100 to 108. So if you're hitting a weakness, an enemy resistant, characters with a resistance down like Lighter or Nekomata's M1 are even more valuable. So if you wanted to try to use Nekomata to kill Bringer, her M1 is especially useful for that. You'll probably still struggle, but you know, it makes it easier. It's in a bigger DPS increase than it is for other characters. But that also means resistance down sources like Lighter are sort of diminished, because they're going from 120 to 135 with Lighter, and then it's further diminished by this. So like this team goes from 135 to 155. So it's not a 20% DPS increase, unfortunately. But this team still spams EX specials and ultimate, and specifically the second effect is the ultimate for 30 seconds increases your EX special damage, which is also a bit rough because this team spams EX specials. Or no, not that. this team has a ton of damage. Though I remember calculating the damage I got with Astra and Nicole.
Want to see the red scarf?
Comparatively, this team should still be higher. Because Astra and Nicole gave 81%. It should be 83%, but the vault is phase 4 instead of phase 5. But and for a lot of players, Astra and Nicole is at 83% damage boost. Those two together with a Swing Jazz and Astra Voice. And only the vault and I guess Kaboom, like Astra's own W engine, makes it over 100%, 103% for a single agent, which is nutty. But instead, I have Lighter, who is 74.8%. And because it's 74.8% damage buff without 2-piece Shockstar, I do not care about 2-piece Shockstar. You do not need 2-piece Shockstar on Lighter, because all it gets you damage-wise is stunning a bit faster and 0.2% damage if you have a W engine or a phase 2 Hellfire Gears. You get a bit more damage if you only have a phase 1 Hellfire Gears on Lighter. Yeah. So Lighter is, let's say 75. Koleda is not running a damage beast, but this is the 2-piece, so she has plus 10%, so 85% damage. And then Lucy is Astral Voice. This is her only source of damage. She doesn't have one anywhere naturally, which is 24%. Yeah, 8 times 3 is 24. And so 109%. That's a lot. And that does mean I'm going from 109% to 159% with this buff. However, also it only applies to EX specials and ultimates. And there's a good chance, unfortunately, most of Koleda's ultimate, there's a good chance this ultimate doesn't get this damage buff. Gosh, it's hard to say. I really wish she had like word. I'm sorry, I'm snapping. Yeah, it's spider over there. Anyway, I wish there was like a testing room for these buffs. You have to like pay attention, but then you have to use the same ult, probably with 100% crit rate, and just look at like the final number by eye. I don't want to do that. It's annoying because you'd have to like probably reset. But the thing is, with this buff, there's a chance the ultimate you cast doesn't get it, which is probably why it's particularly made for Yizhuan buff, because she has 2 ultimates. So you use her weaker ultimate. I believe her weaker ultimate takes precedence over her stronger ultimate, so you use her weaker one and then you have your more powerful one. But if it does like dynamically buff your attack in the middle of it, Koleda fortunately has a little dash. I believe that dash counts as damage, so I might as well check. Tactics, free training. Just add Koleda. I don't need to do anything else.
Did you want to test my hammer?
Just making sure there's that first dash. I don't know if it's an actual dash or if that little dash does damage. At least she's multiple hits though, so like the follow-up explosion, if it's dynamic, will get buffed. I don't care about this one. Just making sure.
Ha! Don't blink! You'll miss me bashing you into the ground!
Alright, I do have damage numbers on, right? I do.
Stand still! Let me beat you into the foundations! Ah!
Okay, wait. I think that was it. She has a little dash.
Don't get in my way!
Yeah, okay. She has an initial, at least she has an initial dash that. I think I'm just screwing up my words. I don't know how to speak. I'm sorry. At least she has an initial dash that just increases her. That if it's a dynamic buff, will increase the follow-up hits. Anyway, it's time. All right, I did my small test.
Hey, don't look down on me.
Basic attacks, dodge, assist, and special attack and chain attack level +2. As a qualified toy, you better not cause trouble when Koleda starts to get a feel for swinging her hammer. Just take the beating. After all, what's the point in resisting? Heck yeah. Unlocked her name card. Heck yeah. She looks cool too. I really like it. I think for the same way I like Lucy's, it has like it's the monochrome, but with the flash of red, or at least yellow and red. I think it looks really nice. Yeah, she looks cool. Also, she doesn't normally have that bandage on her arm. Anyway, now we can look at our modifiers and stuff. How much do they increase by one more level? Like 50% here. So yeah, they got like 100% on the enhanced attack finisher here. I remember that being 12. So yeah, the explosion. It was like, was it like 1500, and now it's like 1660. So like 15 to 16. Yeah. All right, cool. That's pretty cool. And then this one, was probably closer to 3000 on the dot, I believe. I think it's sub 3000 at level 11, so it's about 3000. So I think it's like 150 per level on ultimate, so probably like a 10% increase ish, but that's for the ultimate specifically. I think supposedly it's all an overall. Oh, that makes the quick assist. Now, how many of these do I have? A decent amount. I leveled the quick assist first. I mean, to be fair, I used the defensive assist quite a bit, especially on this fight. A 30% damage on the assist follow-up. It doesn't always hit, to be honest, which is an unfortunate thing about Koleda. She has very static animations, if that's the way to call it. Probably not using that right, but it makes sense that rigid animations, maybe. Unfortunately, so it causes her to miss quite often. It'd be nice if she was more consistent, because she flies in the air and then stays there for a second, which just, yeah, misses. Or dealing damage that matters. I am considering it. I mean, it would make sense to do this one. It's the one with the enhanced attack on it. I'm still spamming basic attack all the time, even if a lot of the hits are physical. Let's see. And on the dodge counter multiplier, first off, this gets to like I think 800 on level 16, which is pretty entertaining. I don't maximize my time on field as Koleda, which is probably part of the downside. I do want to just try to maximize my score a bit better and see if I can hit that 100,000, because I do want to come back to this fight with the Astra Nicole team. That's the part of me that feels like it's still stronger. Honestly, overall, from what I saw, like this, the new disc set isn't too amazing. It's only a bit better than like doing Swing Jazz and Astral Voice. So it's like, it's not an amazing buff, unfortunately. Like, this team has a lot of damage on it, but it also has a lot of crit damage on it as well. So, I mean, Koleda's plus 70. It's like, she's at 227% crit damage. Not bad, but yeah, so, which means like with like more crit rate. But not enough to swap this disc. Unfortunately, man, that's really the best I have. On a crit damage. Getting more crit rate would be the priority for me on building Koleda. Unfortunately, that one has more crit rate, but not any attack percent, and that makes me feel bad. Yeah. Very mediocre crit discs on my woodpeckers, unfortunately. And same goes for my Branch and Blade songs. These are fine crit rates. A crit damage plus 3 on a crit rate is really good, and I have like 2 of those on woodpecker. but only this one has attack on it at all. So just need better options. Also need an attack percent, because this one was pretty good. It's pretty fine. It's technically one roll lower than my best one, which is on GUN, which I wanted to highlight. And unfortunately, this is a crit rate GUN, but this got swapped to something very even with it. But this got a big upgrade. It's now attack percent with +2 crit rate. So now she's one disc roll from being max crit rate with Nicole, and now she's 3,841 with 1,550 crit damage, which is really nice. So I'm just upgrading this disc away. No, actually, this is mostly fine because it's an attack percent already. I'm upgrading my crit rate and upgrading this attack percent away from getting a really nice GUN. Like, because this one doesn't have any crit rate on it. Or, it's an attack percent already, so really all I can do is just get more crit damage rolls, which is frustrating because that's it. I just need more crit damage rolls. But yeah, this one's comparable. It's identical, I think. Not quite. No, sorry. Yeah, it's identical to that one, except it has AP instead of defense, which is hilarious. But yeah, then it's now perfectly comparable to my best Branch and Blade song, which is good. Yeah, I'm very happy with the G build. It's very high caliber. Like, this is like one roll away from being A-okay. Oh, no. It's being one roll away from being really good. But it's, you know, still a few rolls away from being top tier, which is almost the goal at this point. I just really like the quality of my GUN build. I'm very happy with it. This is a perfect disc. So I have 2 perfect discs now again. And this one's much more fitting. Even though it's not amazing, but it's still pretty good. This one isn't amazing either. It doesn't have any attack percent, and only has a +1 crit damage, so just need better discs is all. Let's see. How's it look with the attack percent one? Let's see, 4,284. Yeah, funny. I have a crit rate one. Actually, let me do this. Yeah. I'll swap that back onto her. Oh, 40% with 4,300 attack. That's funny. That's a nice big number. Maxed out, I think, yeah, it's 14 and 13.2% crit rate. So I'm at 80, 13.2, yeah. 86.8. I think it's 86.8. No, 86.2. No, 86.8 crit rate. I was mixing up my math in my head, which is nice. Not good enough though. It's only slightly worse crit damage now though. But yeah. I'm gonna swap this with the one on trigger since it's more crit rate. I'm not using her at the moment, but I probably will, because this build is, so the Brimstone specifically is much better on a team without an attack buffer, which is Astra. So the more I maximize this build, the better my GUN is with trigger, which is nice. Probably won't ever be good enough though, because unfortunately it just didn't get trigger with her W engine. Which is, unfortunately, I feel necessary to actually make her like an actual like top tier agent. Without it, she's very middling.
I am the Eye of Obel.
It's getting stronger. Anyway, back to this. All right, everything's the same, but now Koleda's M3. Let's see if I can suddenly play much better and get a higher score. Because unfortunately, the only now this team should be just objectively more DPS overall. So now it's wholly on me to just play better to somehow get a better score. I'll just try this one good attempt. So maybe I'll reset a few times, but you just do like a one full run.
Don't get hit!
Oh, dang it, I hit the wrong way. Okay, well, that's interesting. I assume she got the quick assist buff. Okay. I feel like I noticed some slight lag with... I'm pretty sure I noticed some unusual lag. Doing like a combo I normally did. Not lag, but like a delay that wasn't normally there. Okay, well, that sucks. You probably could have seen what I was trying to go there. I unfortunately did too much daze. But yeah, let's see if you can... I felt like the boards are landing much faster than they used to. Or they're like delaying the quick assist timer. I think it's like this. Oh, that's annoying. Alright, can you just attack now?
Nothing to it.
Yeah, I think I'm screwing up a lot.
Stand still.
Yeah, sitting with the at least I know it's up.
And the winner is me.
Yeah, I feel like I would normally have the quick assist prompt earlier than I'm getting it.
There it is. Don't let up.
Oh, why do you teleport?
Come on, try harder. Don't get hit.
Okay. That was almost mixed up. Because
Don't get in my way.
oh dang! I didn't have enough time, I think. But I did immediately get 28,000, so I think I just played worse and got more damage. I didn't beat my score at all. I felt like I just did worse. A few rotations, I was just slow at the beginning there. You know, if I wasn't a slow there, maybe I would have eked out enough time. There are sometimes I'm just not getting the full punch. And you need the morale finisher to hit, you need to hit the morale finisher to be able to get the extra time on collapse. So that's something I'm just keep screwing up. Yeah, no, freaking got M3, and I think that's the worst score. I'm pretty sure I was almost 29,000. Man, that's rough. Because now I want to try again. Come on. I know. Okay, I'm turning off stream as soon as anyone gets home, so I don't know everyone's schedule. So if someone does come home, I don't know. Yeah, freaking. So, well, M3 to Koleda. I felt like I played a lot better than, you know, the last run I had anyway, though, so, I don't know. That's cool, I guess, but yeah. Something I feel like is that, like, Quick Assist after doing alt with Lucy is coming out later than usual. I don't know if that's actually happening, but for some reason it feels like that. There were like a few times, I think at last stream when I was raging really hard is I just like the boards on the ultimate chest hit because I was trying to hit between chains because, you know, chain attacks give a lot of decibels. So I think it's best to try to hit between chains. And so you get more extra decibels from the next chain attack. The very frustrating thing just is, how to say? Sorry, I'm like mixing up my words. It feels like there's a slight delay. So EX special and chain attack give a quick assist. And then normally you hit ultimate while you have that quick assist prompt, so you can immediately quick assist in instead of waiting for the boards to land. It feels like they're landing faster somehow. The problem is now it's like screwing up my timing because I can't like double click the EX, or I can't double click the like the swap button like that. Because if I'm just spamming it out of stun just to make sure I hit it, then I double click it and then I just swap to lighter. And he does a quick assist, so he like comes out immediately, and he takes the Astral Voice buff with him. So yeah, like, oh, it's really rough and annoying. Anyway, no, yeah, let's not waste any more time. Volume. It's the. I don't know if it's the. Maybe it's the Gauge Road. That sounds like it's close to the ocean. All right. I don't know if I need to swap quests. I know Ijuen disappeared from Scott Outpost, but I did it last stream. If you swap quests, Ijuen will reappear. So I don't know if, okay, wow, this is where I thought it wasn't. Anyway, we have a new map, so I can just teleport. It looks like they're all there, so it's fine. So yeah, no, it was literally the opposite place I thought it was. You know, it's probably sea view something, so I guess that makes sense. Anyway, yeah, that's just telling me where to go to Grace, because our car is parked all the way up there, so we need to get ride the rail cars to get up there. Anyway, Hollow.
Oh.
Is everyone here? If you're ready, I'll lead you into the Hollow. All right, everyone in here, get in the cable card. I've got an ID card from the colleague I'm switching shifts with. Let's use it to swipe into the production site, and I'll introduce you to those who are familiar with the production accident. But don't go wandering off once you're in the Hollow. There's a lot of miasma around here. If you get lost, things get real ugly. Got it, let's roll. Got it. Got it, don't worry, Paolo. We'll be careful. Alright, let's get into the cable car. And enter the... Oh, hey. Mission. Will you get on? Alright, so how it should work is you don't really select your team, right? It'll just give you... Oh, it'll teleport us right in there. The new, like, event map. Because I think that was the goal. Seamless transition between world map and the main exploration battle area. I like that sort of Frankenstein looking thing on the billboard there. Can't really tell from this level of detail, and they started blurring on the left side. Oh, there he is though. Still can't see him because my image quality is as low as it can go for performance. All right, yeah. Hold on, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. I meant Hollow Central Production Area unlocked. Ah, cool. Can we see where we were on this map? Trying to see if I can recognize where we were in the opening. I don't think so. I assume we can. We will see that spot again. I think I'm healing. All right, so these are exclamation points. Actually, you know, I just saw that. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the exclamation points. Get by unlocking Koleda's Mindscape on your own. A card with the president of Belobog Heavy Industries the president of Belobog Heavy Industries printed on it. A professional name card is a must for any president, but not this one, which is for friends only. However, due to the president's busy schedule, the chance of getting through to her friend hotline is vanishingly slim. Anyway, there she is. Alright. Good, they don't have dialogue. I don't need to talk to them. Nervous worker, aren't you Paulo? This is the production area. You can't just waltz in here. Why did they just gave this guy the same model as Paulo? Come on, change the hair. Investigator hired. Is the mayor unhappy with our production progress here? I was just taking a quick break during shift change. Don't you dare snitch on me to the mayor or other higher ups. I'm here to investigate the production accident. Oh, please don't ask me questions like that. That we're not supposed to spread this, or we'll get performance bonuses docked. I'll help the doctor. Ooh, an explorer boo. Oh, Dr. Lore's plan will definitely succeed. I wonder what he means by that. He keeps repeating it. And he's definitely just repeating it. Idle worker? Honestly, I don't care enough to talk to everyone. I kind of want to run around and explore. Well, there's probably not much to see until we unlock, you know, fighting. And I'm going to unlock more mechanics. So yeah, just don't bother exploring further. I think it's fun to like explore around to see what's going on, but no. Eric! Oh, text.
You must be the investigators that Paolo mentioned. Wonderful. With your help, we'll have a chance to discuss compensation with Porcelumix.
Hey, by the way, you see this mouse icon? Yeah, it means I disconnected my controller. I'm gonna prove it. We'll be just fine after this dialogue box. And you are...
Sorry, you are?
I'm Eric, head of the Porcelumix Labor Union. We do what we can to help folks when they're going through tough times. Surely you've heard of the production accident by now?
We have a general idea. The anti-corruption medicine was defective, causing a corruption outbreak among the workers, right?
You know, I guess this is helpful when you take breaks every 90 minutes of the story and do more of it the next day.
Yes. Ever since that happened, I've been assembling everyone to negotiate with Damien for compensation.
Oh, thanks, Eric.
But now I hear Damien's putting it on hold, waiting for a chance to cut the compensation. We're looking for a way to negotiate with him.
Oh.
We decided to take action. We can't let him get away with this anymore.
What do you plan to do?
Do you have any plans?
I guess it's the same thing as I said.
Porcelumix is unwilling to compensate us because it determined that we can't prove it's their medicine that's at fault. If they wanted to, they could even claim that the workers were hospitalized from pre-existing corruption that dates back to the fall of the old capital.
Oh, well, was it pre-existing corruption? Oh, come on.
So, we plan on searching for evidence that Porcelumix's medicine is defective. As long as we have solid evidence, we can rally everyone to protest against this injustice and demand compensation.
All right, fair enough.
But aren't you still relying on their cheap medicine to slow down the corruption symptoms?
Okay, yeah. I can't like click down here in the bottom right. I was like trying to hide the cursor, but if I'm too close to the bottom, it just doesn't register as a button press.
Even if you have evidence, you'll be cut off from anti-corruption medicine as soon as you fall out with them, right?
That's exactly why we've been holding back for all these years. But things have changed lately.
Ooh,
Dr. Lore is willing to treat us at lower rates.
Dr. Lore.
Thanks to him, we were able to break free from Porcelumix's control. Now he's the backbone of the union.
Oh, good guy, Dr. Lore. Oh, really?
Oh, really? How did he manage to provide low-cost anti-corruption medicine?
So, he got this, what he called spinal fluid.
I don't know the technical specifics, but I believe he used the early production facilities that Porcelumix abandoned and organized a group of people to privately produce it.
Oh, that sounds... What's the opposite of safe?
This medicine doesn't sound very
I'm glad we're on the same page, Stu Fufu.
Who cares? If we don't resist, we have no hope left.
Thanks for the who cares.
By the way, Dr. Lore is going to look for evidence of Porcelumix being responsible for the production site accident. If you want, you can ask him about the details.
All right, it'll be nice to see who this Dr. Lore is.
Before I go, there's one more thing I need to confirm. Have you seen this person? Or can you tell me where this photo was taken?
No. I've never seen this person around here. But there's a lot of miasma in the background. Maybe it's somewhere deep in Lemnian Hollow.
Well, that was as helpful as the last 3 people.
That's all I can say.
Well, thanks, Eric.
Gotcha. Thanks anyway. I'll ask others about it.
Okay, cool. All right. Let me prove I can properly connect my controller back seamlessly. Unfortunately, my fat hand is in the way of the USB slot. All right. And I disconnect. All right. Now, as long as I don't bum my desk too hard, I won't swap to mouse controls and we'll be able to play without any input issues. Dr. Lore! Anyway.
Oh, you must be the investigators that Eric mentioned.
I feel like everyone with this hair and NPC model is never a good guy. It was just profiling based off of reused assets, but I mean, come on, he has a ponytail. Have you seen the... You know which Yunqui Summit member is part of our core quartet and isn't a playable agent? Bell. But also the guy with the ponytail.
He sounded so excited over the communicator, saying that the mayor's investigators are coming to inspect the Porcelain production site.
You must be Dr. Lore. I heard you're providing medicine to everyone. Is that true?
Eric really can't keep any secrets, huh?
Dang it, Eric.
I can't believe he told you that. Just don't go spreading it around. If Porcelumex finds out, I'll be in big trouble.
Yeah, fair enough. How do you make the medicine?
Don't worry, we won't. But can you tell us how the medicine is made?
There's nothing special about the composition of the anti-corruption medicine. Actually, the most valuable ingredient is porcelain powder, which is common in Lemnian Hollow.
That makes sense. They said the porcelain was ether resistant.
I recently discovered an old production line that Porcelumex abandoned in the Hollow back when the old capital fell. With the help of a friend, we managed to repair it. I didn't have high hopes at first, but as luck would have it, those old machines began working. I named this medicine Alleviating Water. Hopefully, it'll help alleviate people's corruption symptoms and help them escape Porcelumex's trap.
Oh, thanks, Dr. Lore.
Porcelumex's trap? What do you mean?
Have you ever considered that while Porcelumex has been providing anti-corruption medicine, they don't really want to cure these people working in the Hollow?
Is there a cure to corruption?
It'd benefit them more to provide weaker medicine just enough to slow the progression of their illness, not stop it. That way, these workers are stuck here forever.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. I don't know enough about corruption.
After all, nobody wants to work in the Hollow long term, except those who were already corrupted during the fall of the old capital.
Oh, yeah, fair enough, I guess.
Porcelumex is deliberately delaying because it doesn't want its cheap long-term labor to leave with large sums of compensation.
I guess that makes sense.
That's why we can't trust the medicine they give us. We have to find a way to make our own.
Okay, but can you say that without sounding like a villain?
This path is illegal and very risky, yes. But at least it's a hopeful one.
Dr. Lore, you said Porcelumex is delaying compensation, but do you have evidence?
Of course. My friend works in the local hospital. He checked Porcelumex's medical records and statistics. The medical records of the victims have been tampered with, so there is no specific reason for their illness, let alone any compensation process. They're clearly trying to cover the whole thing. Without hard evidence, they'll never process the compensation. I've been trying to obtain evidence, but that area has been abandoned and is ridden with ethereals. It's impossible for me.
Yes, that's why we're here.
Since you're the mayor's investigators, you must be able to find your way in the Hollow. If you can help me with the investigation, you should be able to figure out the cause of the contamination. You guys can go ahead and follow the carrot data and investigate the site. But the area's swarming with ethereals. Are you sure you'll be all right?
Yeah.
Don't worry, we know what we're doing.
Yeah, this character's kind of OP.
All right, I'll go investigate the vicinity. If everything goes according to plan, let's meet up near the site.
The restricted area should be up ahead. Be careful and stay safe while investigating, everyone. There's more miasma in the Lemnian Hollow than before. Something doesn't feel right. Don't worry, Sifu. We'll be careful. We need to examine the observation devices too. If we're going to help Dr. Lore find evidence, what about the observation devices in the Hollow? Based on the information from the mayor, the observation devices near the Hollow may have recorded a lot of strange data. We need to find a way to inspect their data modules. Don't worry, Belle. Leave it to me. Let's split up. You guys help Dr. Lore investigate, and I'll check the data devices nearby. We'll be more efficient this way. I'm counting on you, Senior. It's up to you then. I'll copy the carrot data for you and mark its observation with this area and have issues. All you need to do is find the observation devices and send me their data. The environment of the Lemnian Hollow is complicated, plus there's a lot of miasma, and so don't wander too far from us. I've installed a tracking device on your system with data analysis device so we can something wrong, we check there's location. You've thought of everything. Don't worry, I won't stray too far from you. Thank you. Alright. Playing video game now. Ooh, that place looks far and we get to travel all the way there. Press LT and X for squad configuration. Oh,
There's
cool.
a good vantage point over there. What
Hey,
brings
I'm free
you
now.
You want to test my hammer? Yeah, you know it's good.
I think she's a backwards quick assist. Oh, also she's here.
Hey, don't look.
I can help you ward off misfortune and
What the
disaster.
heck was
You
that?
want to test my hammer?
What brings you here this time?
Oh, it's just an interesting
don't look
animation. Is
down
that her
on me.
ink?
I can help you ward off misfortune and disaster.
She flicks it in and it
What
becomes a
brings you
bird.
here this time?
Something like that.
Today's reading is Be a Hero.
I
Oh,
can
cool.
help you ward off misfortune and
Oh, I
disaster.
see. Hold on.
Hey,
What brings you here this time?
Is there to tell? I forgot. Yeah, she has a little pin that she pulls, you know, like Woody from Toy Story.
you want to test?
I can help you ward off misfortune
Yeah,
and
and that
disaster.
someone's her little bird. Cool. Character details, yeah. No, I love the little bird. Look at him. Yeah, I saw this dance already. It was very funny. Anyway, but yeah, we can see everything, which is not important because she's obtainable in the game. What's more important is Chufufu. Oh, she's on her ball. It has a name, right? Oh, yeah. Hu Wei. I think she said Hu Weiwei was her like favorite like actor, or at least character from an action movie, right? So yeah, she named her popcorn maker Hu Wei. That's funny. Her stats are that. No, she's so happy too. Okay, so she only has 3 animations, unlike each one. So she's stuck like freaking what's her face? Anby, Trigger. Yeah, those guys. I think Hugo and Vivian also only had 3 animations. Alright, cool. It's also a lot smaller. Is it normally that small? Does it grow in size? Or does she really just crouch down? Anyway, you can actually now officially see in-game what her stats are. Right, her meter is called Might, and I think it's up to 200, but if you have at least 100 Jufufu, it's not currently the active. She'll launch a chain attack. Okay. I think her chain attack is... Yeah, she has a unique extra chain attack. Does it say... This is an aftershock attack. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Hu-Wei at 100 might, when Hu-Wei hits an enemy, they'll trigger an aftershock. Upon activation, they'll trigger Tiger's Roar, which is 20% crit damage, which scales with her core passive level. Okay, it's 10 to 20% crit damage, and up to 30% more. So yeah, up to 50% crit damage from Jufufu, which is as much as lighter with the new set. So yeah, I guess she's a gigaton of crit damage if you let her be. And yeah, and then she has a damage boost for chain attacks and ultimates. 20% chain attack boost, 40% ultimate damage boost, which is kind of nutty when ultimates are the big heavy hits. So yeah, that's still like way less than lighter, but she does it while dealing like crit damage. 50% crit damage with that damage boost. Alright, assuming she gets a W engine, that's like the 20% damage boost. So that's 40 and 60% with 50% crit damage versus lighter's 75% with 50% resistance down with a 30% crit damage from his signature. Yeah, I think yeah, lighter does look like he's just stronger buffing, but yeah, this is Jufufu generally. So like she still looks super usable for Evelyn. She's probably the third best teammate to Evelyn, which is nutty, but she's usable on everyone. Yeah. Tiger's Roar repeated triggers reset duration while Jufufu's Tiger Roar state impact increases by 50, which is also increased by core passive. So yeah, she has a very powerful core passive to level up. Oh, and hers is a crit rate rather than impact. Sort of like triggers, but she doesn't have impact fail. And then there's her additional ability, which is 1,000 more decibels, and oh dang, that kind of sucks. It's only attack and rupture agents that get 300 decibels refunded. Oh, that's kind of cringe. Like, why is it that specific? It's already attack or rupture on the to activate it, so only attack or rupture. So she doesn't get a refund on her ultimate. It's basically what it's supposed to mean, but neither do supports like Asha or Nicole. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I don't quite get that restriction. And mostly from the perspective of giving a decibel buff to Koleda. But you know what? That decibel buff is really nice. It's not necessary because she still has all of this buffing. And so any agent in the squad gets the chain attack and ultimate damage boost. Or the up to 50% crit damage. But you know, those extra decibels would be insane. Like, yeah, it just looks really strong. But yeah, oh, Hu-Wei, yeah. Hu-Wei will automatically attack and deal fire damage. He does that only a bit. You'll be able to see his like attack speed in combat. Yeah. He's not quite the same as Lucy's Boars. I think that's the only form of Hu-Wei's actual attack, because her chain attack isn't actually Hu-Wei attacking. So it's not like Pulchra needed to give a actual AoE damage boost.
Be a hero. Now it's my turn.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Can't turn. Yeah, she just goes in a direction. Anyway, you can kind of see the claws. She does that really fast. Okay, so you need to hold the button to get to that finisher. Hold on, I'm trying to see if it scales with how fast you press the button. I swear this actually scales with how fast you press that button. That's really funny. Where the heck is Huey? That's a pretty cool. That's a very strong looking slam for being the normal special. I think your EX special is slamming down Huey. Yeah, I get her. All right. All right, she's cool. Was that the encounter? Oh wait. Okay, that guy was standing around.
This area has been abandoned.
Yeah. And
The corruption outbreak must have left some traces. Ether residue wouldn't just vanish.
come on, where are the collectibles? I'm trying to look here. Well, I guess it's just a bigger area. I mean, it's a big area. Oh, there is something over there. This is a condensed mass of that constantly emits a miasma, attracting enemies. If you spot one, be ready for combat.
Careful, everyone! Ethereal's incoming!
I have no idea what's happening. Yeah, I have no idea. There were very few frames. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, it just keeps going. That's awesome. Oh, he disappeared though. Okay. So is that... Okay, so that's full dash, and she does this. That's awesome. Alright, open it up.
I didn't expect there to be so much miasma around here.
Actually, this is really awesome.
Is it because of the accident that happened?
I mean, look at me go. Hold on. This is... Oh, there he goes. Oh, drills and stuff. Flashlight. The perception technique. Ooh. This is a special technique of the Yokoi Summit. I'm sorry. It has many variations and uses. The principle lies in sensing the frequency of surrounding ether waves, then using ether resonance to trigger a phase change. I've already opened up your Mediterranean, so you should be able to sense the ether resonance frequency now. First, I'll teach you the insight form of the perception technique. This skill allows you to track lingering traces of ether nearby. Insight. 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 B.
Now, let's try a perception technique.
Oh.
Insight allows one to see the traces of corrupted matter.
I have eagle vision. That's so cool.
Control your breathing and feel the ether fluctuations around you.
I'm supposed to talk to her? Okay. Oh. Okay, well, I did it, so I assume I just follow? Okay, I find the door controls. Okay, so well, at least they didn't highlight where to go next on the map, even though I'm just following a trail. Miasma rain. The miasma is particularly strong here. You're right! There's something odd about these remnants. There are strange symbols on the ground. I have no idea what's going on. I'll take a photo and analyze it later when I get back. Do I get to take pictures? Yeah, I get to take pictures. I don't think I'm supposed to. But I guess if there's no enemies, I can't just do that. Hey, controls. Oh, hey. Hey, Shifu.
When the corruption outbreak began, people panicked and fled, seeking safety wherever they could.
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle. Face off
These
and
ether
spin the
traces must
metal.
be from that time.
Come on.
Now that you can see the traces using insight, let's follow their trail and see where it leads.
Oh, I'm trying not to get your dialogue interrupted by someone else's dialogue. Hi, Pan. Bye, Pan. Alright, hi, Pan. Alright, that is just fun. You can just... Pan. Oh, you're here! Yin who? Yin who? What are you doing here? I copied the data from several observation devices. It just happened to come across a Bang Boom being attacked by ethereal, so I rescued it. I only found out later it was sent by Dr. Lord to assist us with the investigation, but it was ambushed by ethereals. Alright. Jufufu, can you stand? What are you slipping on? She's about to fall into the ground. Come on. I noticed a fisher beacon nearby and figured you'd come here to rest, so I brought it along. And I knew... Na. And then I knew. Thanks. Na knew na and na. Enu nana. Got it. We'll go look for it. By the way, this fisher beacon here is a device used by the Investigative Association to monitor spatial rifts. I'm not sure if it's still functional, but if we can fix it, we'll be able to detect nearby spatial rifts. Do you think we could still... Do you think you would still use it? It sure feels like it could be sitting here for eternity. Let me check. A moment, please. Data module is still running, so it can't be severely damaged. Probably just a loose connection. Let me adjust it a bit. Good. It should be back in working condition. Huh? It's fixed already? Shifu was right. You're as good as the hackers in movies. Oh, you flatter me. It's just basic repair work, really. By the way, the device shows a fissure nearby that leads out of the hollow. If anyone's tired, we can go back and rest. Cool. Fissure beacons are fast travel points, and they restore HP. I'm good. I was holding dash instead of pressing the attack button like I was supposed to. Also, yeah, building. Do we go in there? The Bangbu. The production area Bangbu Faith mentioned just ahead. After confirming the location, everyone sets out. Who the heck is Faith? Where are we? Alright. We're by where we were, right? Is that the... Oh. Oh. Sure. I have no idea. I'm kind of turned around. The Droidicas! Oh, hold on. Muting time.
Looks like we've got some tough customers.
Tiger Tornado! Don't worry, Shifu's here! Let's get rid of them! Don't hesitate!
Strength and finesse.
Scatter! You deserve...
Allow me, Fufu.
Bring it on!
Reality and illusion.
Tiger Tornado! Get lost! Come on, try harder!
Strength and finesse.